So you've got a financial advisor. You've been working with them for years. Now you're about to make this transition from working to retirement. How is your current financial advisor going to make that transition with you? We're going to go over it right now. I've been working as a financial advisor almost 25 years now, and I talk to people all over the country. Some people have financial advisors. Some people don't have financial advisors. A lot of people are just trying to figure out, do they even need a financial advisor? I mean, it's just like, what sort of value is a financial advisor even going to bring to the table? And the easiest answer is it's different for everybody, right? So not everybody needs a financial advisor. Not everybody's going to benefit. Some people will. We're not going to get into all of that. But what happens if you've been working with a financial advisor for the past 5 years? What if it's past 10 years? What if it's 15? The relationship is sort of ongoing, and now you're going to make this transition into retirement. It's an interesting conversation. I'd say at least once a week, if not several times a week, is a conversation that we're having as we're talking to people around the country about retirement. It can be happening for different reasons. It could be, well, my advisor helped me grow my money, but they don't focus on retirement. It could be, well, my advisor was in my sort of hometown, but now I'm moving. It could be for just the reasons are different for everyone, but I think the important thing to focus on is it's your money. So don't ever forget that it's your money. The relationships are important, but it's your money and it's your lifestyle. So if you're going to make that transition into retirement, and you're working with a current financial advisor, do they specialize in retirement or do they specialize in growth? It's a very, very different thing. If you're not currently retired and you're working with a financial advisor, the idea is growth. You know where your income's coming from. It's coming from your employer. They withhold taxes. They put it into your account. You've got health insurance. You've got everything else. Life is pretty straightforward. I mean, you built a life off of your income or you and your spouse's income, and that's the lifestyle that you lead. As soon as you retire, they stop paying you, clearly. The health insurance goes away, depending on who you work for, but for most people, the health insurance goes away. And the biggest transition is you're transitioning from your asset accumulation phase, which a lot of advisors are helping people with, to an asset preservation and distribution phase. So the question should be, all right, well, you helped me get to this point. How good are you at preservation and distribution? And when you get to preservation and distribution, how exactly do you go about doing that? So one thing for our firm is we focus on preservation and distribution. We don't focus on people that are 20 or 30 or 40, even early 50s who are in that sort of asset accumulation phase. We're in the asset preservation distribution phase. It's very, very different. And if you're invested and you make that transition to retirement, things like stock market losses start to make a much bigger impact. It's more severe. Because again, if you're working and markets crash, the market just got cheaper, and as your dollar cost averaging into your retirement plan, we can sort of make ourselves feel better. It's like, well, gee whiz, I'm not retiring this year, and I just got to buy cheaper, and eventually it'll go up. If you're retired, I can promise you don't feel that way at all. If the market's off 10 or 20 or 30, God forbid 40%, you're sitting there going, yeah, I'm not working and I needed that money for my retirement and I got to find a way to get income from it and I got to make this work. And so hang in there just isn't working. So if you're in that situation, what's the difference, right, between working with a financial advisor when I'm not retired versus working with a financial that works specifically with people that are retired or close to retirement? Just ask them, What is your plan? How do you do it? Is it hang in there? How can you provide me with income? What about tax planning? What about estate planning? What about all of these things that are going to start to make health insurance, right? All of these things are going to start to become more important to you in retirement because they really weren't on your radar when you were working. And it's going to get very real, very fast. And if you have any questions, just give us a call. We can help you with that. Thank you for watching. Go to guardingyournestegg.com for your free and objective personal financial plan.